Oh, I was saying, bet not disconnect for real. Bet not. Waiting for a few people to arrive at the show. Party. So I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 people. People usually go in and out of this stuff, you know. Eating your chips. Give me one of them chips. All right, 1 person. I need another person. Who? Give me 3.
No, they gonna come in. Cause they see a dude.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hush! What's up? This Jay Lavonne with the Red Cup Chronicles. You know this Red Cup been brewing. Last week had a little technical issue, but it's not about last week. It's about this week, right? So today we talk about this quarantine stuff, what's been going on with the quarantine, and I have my special guest from Real STO News. You've seen this man all around. His name AD. You know, so he... You know, we just want to talk crap in my apartment, and I'm bringing the show to you all. So, what has this quarantine did to y'all? So, this quarantine did to me. So, normally I'm a homebody, but I don't like people telling me what to do. So, you're telling me to stay in the house.
You know your ass supposed to be like social distancing, like way over there and shit, right?
Hey, it's only 2 people. It's not 10. Plus, I'm trying to give it to the peoples.
Okay.
So, social distancing. So, people always ask me, have I been social distancing? And I always tell people, I am a Cancer. I have been social distancing. I've been quarantining since I was a teenager, honey. So, you can't tell me nothing about being distant with people. It's just only this time being distant with people, I've been told by the government to be distant with people. I don't know how I feel about that. So, working from home, that's pretty cool, but I
think it's bullshit.
Why do you think it's bullshit, AD?
Flat out. I just think it's bullshit. I mean, you gonna catch this shit or you not? Like, this whole social distancing shit. Man, it got people acting weird, dog. But it's entertaining to see, though, because now white people, now they get to see what it's like to be black. Right?
Yeah.
You see somebody walking towards your way, you get on the other side. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You get out their way. Right? And so, with this whole social distancing shit, you see somebody coming towards your way, what you gonna do? You gonna get your ass out the way, right?
Red Cup.
Exactly. And now, white people really don't know how to act because...
Part of their freedom been taken away.
Right. It was like, look, man.
Like, our freedom been taken away for over 400 years, so...
I ain't trying to catch that shit you got, or whatever. But now you know what it's like to be walking down the damn aisle or walking down the street and somebody getting the fuck out your damn way.
And they do that all the time with the old ladies holding on to the person's stuff when they see a black person. Or you see a black person, they give you dirty looks. Now, they see what we've been feeling for decades and centuries and stuff.
But, think about this, though. Now, I didn't know what it's like to be locked up for some shit that they ain't do.
Ooh. My thing is, here's the screwed up part about this whole thing. It took a disease that's been around for 5 decades to tell you to wash your ass. Get your hygiene right. Wash your hands. Stay clean. You should stay clean in the first place. It all starts at home. How to wash. With women, proper way to wash your down low and stuff. So it kills me that now people want to be hygienic when they were nasty in the first place. Like sometimes I go in the women's bathroom at work and everything. I'm like, dang, if you're going to be nasty at home. Don't show everybody else how nasty you are. Because it's like the way you carry yourself in public sometimes tells a lot about yourself in general. And it's a darn shame. Like normally I'll be having river clothes around for me being tired from work. But I'm having a special guest here. I knew to make my stuff look presentable. And it's not that people don't know how to clean. It's just that people don't know how to be presentable as themselves because maybe they don't care about themselves. Maybe they have low self-esteem. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to give people no more rack up.
But we know that everybody don't practice the best hygiene. We know that. We've been on this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
since the settlers came to America, stuff Jamestown,
Indians had
to teach them how to clean.
Right, it's been going on since the beginning of time. So for something like this to happen, for people to get the message of
but the thing is,
washing their damn hands is
something like that. Washing your hands after you use the bathroom. That should have been established when you were a kid.
Everybody wasn't raised right.
It's like you may be raised right, but everybody don't want to be right. You can raise a person right all you want.
Mm-hmm.
All you want. But if you don't want to be right behind how somebody raised you, that's upon you. So I don't want to hear folks didn't raise right because it's been good parents to ain't shit kids and ain't shit parents with good kids. So don't tell me about raised because you could be raised by the wolves. You don't want to act like, maybe you were raised by the wolves. But you don't want to act like how the other wolves act. So you act differently to how you were raised. You know? So it's like I was raised around all educators, whatever. But you wouldn't think that looking at me because I swear like a sailor sometimes. And Lord, my family was like, Jocelyn, you curse too much. I'm like, shoot, it's a form of expression. It's a form. So hygiene is a form of expression within yourself and how you treat people and how you treat others, how you treat your damn self.
People are nasty.
People have been nasty. Not just in the bedroom, honey.
Like, people are fucking nasty. They gross. Countless times I done been in the damn bathroom and motherfuckers just done walked out and ain't washed their hands. And I was just looking at them like, for real, bro? Believe
it or not, going in the bathrooms, whatever, because I did a little custodial work as a side job. Oh, yeah, I do side jobs and here and there. Women are the nastiest instead of men. Men bathroom, they be kind of clean. They smell a little bit, but they be kind of clean. Women are the nastiest. Because I remember one time I cleaned up this office building as an odd job when I didn't have a job. This is like years ago. You seen a maxi pad, a used maxi pad at somebody's desk. So why this particular disease in general makes people want to be hygienic now? When you should have been washing your ass since when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, it's people, it's like, I'll try to analyze people and I'll stop trying to analyze people sometimes. And some people like, dang, Jocelyn, like if you were in my mind, if you travel inside my brain cells and different moods and stuff, you'd be like, dang, I don't know about you. It's like you travel in my head. You be like, I hate it here because I think of so many different ways. I think of so many different like, okay, if I was this person, if I was that person, it's like different methods and stuff.
So let me ask you,
what's up?
Do you think it's real?
What, the corona?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Do you think it's a conspiracy, like a government conspiracy?
Fuck no. It's like for this nation to lose this much money, I think this nation has learned a lesson about losing money. For this many people to be losing jobs, having to work, whatever, I don't think it's a conspiracy because we're used to losing money as Americans.
So you think?
But now we losing too much money.
You think this like? So you think like the disease, right? Came from China, and it came from them eating some bats, right?
Honestly, I don't know where the fuck that shit come from.
Or did it come from a lab? Do you think it came from a lab?
I don't know. It's like so many things. Like AIDS came from a lab. Fucking bomb. It's like every election year, it's always been something to be scared of. So you got swine flu, bird flu. All these flus out the animals.
But that's the thing, though.
What's up?
You got a large number of people that's believing that it happened naturally, right? But then you got another large group of people that believe it's a wider conspiracy. Now, I'm a rational person. I'm a rational thinking person.
Right.
And so when I look at different variables of an event that's going on, I don't really believe in coincidences, right? In certain instances.
Right.
But some of this shit make you wonder. Like,
but the thing is, if they want to make it this much a conspiracy, why are we losing so much money? Why are so many people out of jobs?
But that's the thing.
Because you try to file for unemployment now, they steady try to take that shit away from you.
But it's not about the people, though.
It should be about the people. We the people.
It's
Constitution.
Not. But that's the thing. It's not about the people.
Right.
You got to think. Who's in office?
And that's another thing.
But wait.
You know what? I'll be quiet.
You got to think who's in office.
Right.
Right? This man, they've been trying to get this man out of office since day one. Mm-hmm. For 4 years straight.
Right.
What's the best way to get a president out of office? Or, matter of fact, what's the best way to make sure a president does not get reelected?
Scandal. Drama.
And a crashed economy. You crash the economy. No president has look at history. No president has ever gotten reelected with a crashed economy. And it only happened 3 times in history.
I'm thinking Bush Jr.
It happened in the Great Depression, 1929.
Right.
Then it happened in 87, and then it happened in Reagan. 2008.
With Bush and them.
And Obama. Obama came in on a recession.
You sure right.
Right.
You sure right.
So you got to think.
So the audience saying population control is the biggest thing. Speak on that, bro. Speak on that. He make a point.
All right. Population control. When this shit first hit, the only people that you heard about that was really dying from this shit was older people, right? The elderly and the infirmed, meaning that people that was already sick and they're on hospice and shit like that. Like, there was an incident where 25 people in one nursing home passed away from this shit. And it was like a domino effect. You got to think, if it's population control, then it's to get rid of the older population. Because you got to think.
Everything is new, everything is youth.
No, think about it like this. They don't contribute to society anymore. It costs more for end-of-life care than it does for a newborn baby or preschool or, you know what I'm saying, for a child to go to daycare. It costs more to take care of an old person at the end of their life than it does a brand new person. So, the older people in society, they're not contributing to society. How is a person that's 94 years old on hospice contributing to society?
They can't because they're useless at this point.
Exactly. So, this shit was mostly targeting people that who already had a compromised immune system from the get-go. Right?
Yeah.
So, it was killing their ass. Knocking their ass off like dominoes. And so, if it's population control, then that's the population that they're trying to control. That's the population that they're trying to take care of. Is the ones that do not contribute to society anymore.
You know what? I did the church finger.
You got to comment.
Exactly. Get rid of the boomers so but they get SSI. He's right. So you say this was population control, right? What's up with them saying now that African Americans are getting killed off more than anybody in St. Louis?
Well, look at it like this. Again, go back to the early days of this shit. Go back to the early days of it. China was getting wiped the fuck out. Europe, Italy was getting beat the fuck up with this shit.
Yeah.
They did a newscast. They did a story on CNN, and y'all can go back and look it up. But they were asking, what are the numbers looking like in Africa? Because you really wasn't hearing reports of this coming out of Africa, right?
Yeah.
There was none, basically. None. The only person that had corona in the early days was a white guy, and he was a fucking European. He was from Italy. Right?
Yeah.
For decades, Africans have gotten tired of like the World Health Organization, the Bill and Melinda Gates organization, using them as guinea pigs for vaccines and shit. Africa, India, anywhere there's a large number of brown people. South America, right? So they get tired of them using them as guinea pigs, right? So a lot of the cases that you heard that was in Africa at first were only in South America. I mean, in South Africa. Because in South Africa, you have a large population of whites, a large population of Europeans in South Africa, right? You have white people that live in South Africa. Those are the ones that was really getting it because they were traveling back and forth from Africa to China or from South Africa to European, right? To Europe. So they were getting it. Anderson Cooper and Dr. Sanjay Gupta had really had to have a whole discussion about why we're not seeing numbers in Africa. Because at the first, like black people were saying, we can't get this shit.
Yeah,
it was only fucking up white people and Asians, right? So
yeah, that's amazing.
Now all of a sudden, you have this mass explosion of cases, right, in the African American community.
So
you cannot fuck up white people. You cannot fuck up Asians. You cannot fuck up Latinos without including black people in the struggle.
So
if we're gonna struggle, everybody's gonna fucking struggle.
So do you think by them posting the cases more about black people is a way to shut black people the hell up?
No, it's to create a stigma. It's to create a stigma. This is like with drug use.
Yeah.
They're saying drugs are so prevalent in the African American community when really it's white people that abuse more drugs than black people. Statistically.
And welfare.
But exactly. And welfare. But you look at the media, you will not see that. It's only black and brown people. It's to create a stigma that, it's only fucking up this demographic of people because of whatever reason. It's because they don't have adequate health care. We know that we ain't never been having adequate health care for decades in this country. All right? Go back to the Tuskegee experiment. They experimented on us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, in black communities, that's why you see a lot of Planned Parenthood clinics in black neighborhoods. In black neighborhoods, in poor neighborhoods, you see Planned Parenthoods. You have abortion clinics. But in white neighborhoods, you see infertility clinics. It's a big difference. Very big difference, right? So, when you see black people only being exposed to this shit in the media, that's all they want to talk about, is to create a stigma. So yeah, that's what it is. I got a comment.
Once again, he's right. The people say you're right, AD.
What I'm saying. You gotta look at all the variables, man. Of this shit. You gotta think.
But sometimes even when you look at the variables, there's always missing pieces. Like the world is like a big ass puzzle. That's
when you use common sense and discernment to fill in the missing pieces.
Well, common sense ain't so common no more.
Exactly. Everybody ain't got common sense. Then you got some people that's saying that 5G radiation is not only causing it, but it's really exacerbating it, making it worse.
That's the one I think that's bullshit.
Well, why do you think it's bullshit?
I feel it's bullshit because you're talking about someone's health when it comes to this. How can something like 5G... It's like, I understand technology and stuff can mess up different radiations and stuff, but it just sounds far-fetched to me about 5G messing up people with. Because you have your cell phone, 4G, 5G. Mm-hmm. And it's like... Kind of like when you say you sleep too close to your phone, it blows up and all the radiation and stuff. It was just something that I just didn't understand.
Okay. Look at it like this. Mm-hmm. Radiation. Laptops give off radiation. Your phone gives off radiation. Your TV gives off radiation. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
if you got cancer, and they're putting you through chemotherapy and radiation treatment, right? What does that radiation treatment usually does? It usually makes you more sicker. Think about radiation. The basis of radiation. You get hit with radiation every day of your life when you go outside because of the sun. This is why they tell you to wear sunblock, right? So it protects you against UV rays. Ultraviolet rays are just radiation, harmful radiation. You get hit with this shit every fucking day. This is why people that lack melanin, right, catch skin cancer. Cancer ain't nothing but the breakdown of your cells. Your cells have a dysfunction. This is what cancer is, right? So what radiation does, when you're getting hit with massive amounts of radiation, it's fucking you up on a cellular level, on a biological level. So if your cell walls break down, that means your cells cannot repel a virus attack. So that's why people are saying it exacerbates the corona. You could have it, right? But because your immune system is so strong, it's not really going to affect you. This is why you have asymptomatic people that have it, but they don't show symptoms, right? Radiation, what radiation does, it lowers your immune system. This is why when people have cancer, they get more sicker from chemotherapy and radiation than if they didn't have it at all. Chemotherapy and radiation actually kills you faster than the actual cancer. That's what it does. So with the radiation that's being dished out by 5G, right? Massive amounts of radiation constantly hitting you on a cellular level. It's lowering your immune system and is only allowing the virus to take effect on your body. This is where the 5G and the coronavirus meet. But because a lot of people do not know how to explain it correctly, this is why you're getting so much pushback from people, because they're not making their points clear. They're not they're not explaining it or drawing a clearer picture of how these two correlate with each other. So this is why you have a lot of people say, oh, you think a 5G, blah, 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 is causing the coronavirus. No, that's not what they're saying. What they're trying to say is what I just told you. But they're not explaining it in a logical and more scientific way than what I just said. You know what I'm saying? In layman's terms. So yeah.
All I'm saying is, at first, I kind of thought this whole thing was kind of a joke. But the more you see people dying from it, the more you see people contracting it. And they kind of say, Jocelyn, maybe you need to calm down your jokes about corona, because it's just spreading. And it's like, honestly, every election year, you always have something that you have to fear. So with this is bigger than swine flu, bird flu.
We can't say that. Right?
I got a comment. Did y'all hear that the Bureau of Prisons just bought $60,000 worth of hydrochloroquine, the drug that helps with lupus, and it's improving to help the coronavirus?
Right. Chloroquine. Right? Hydroxychloroquine.
Chloroquine. Okay.
What hydroxychloroquine is, it's basically, what's the word? It's a drug. Quinine. Right? Quinine, and combined with zinc, it's an antiviral. Zinc is a natural antiviral, right? If you go back to, let's say, the early 1700s, right? Or the late 1700s, when we had the American Revolution, right? And the British would come over. A lot of those British soldiers were on ships. And because the trip was so long, they would catch viral diseases. They would catch diseases like, let's say, scurvy. Scurvy.
I'm familiar with that.
Right. Scurvy was cured because of tonic water. Basic tonic water. Tonic water has quinine in it. You can go buy you can go to your local liquor store and go get Seagram's tonic water. Right? Seagram's tonic water has quinine in it. Right?
So can you use that to cure the coronavirus or at least slow it down?
Here's the trick.
Not to say cure, but slow it down a little bit.
Here's the thing about that. Combined with zinc, you have a diet that's high in zinc.
They're about to Tuskegee the prisoners again.
Here's the thing. Zinc, like I say, zinc is an antiviral. But the trick is, you got to already have it in your system before you get sick, right? You can't get sick and you're on your deathbed and all of a sudden, oh, I need some zinc in my diet and you're going to be fine. No, you got to already have it in your system because what the zinc does, it builds up a defense around your cell walls.
So take certain things in gradually so it could fight a little bit better once it comes to
Exactly. You. That's why you got to have supplements or a diet that's high in zinc, right? Combined with the quinine. Quinine cures viral infections. And like I say, combined with zinc together, which is a natural antiviral, then you good. There was a doctor that put out a study. Matter of fact, he didn't even put out a study. He just treated like 1,000 motherfuckers with the corona and cured 1,000 motherfuckers with the corona just by using hydroxychloroquine.
Was that the doctor that died?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it goes back to Dr. Sebi that was trying to tell us about all these different diseases that were coming up, and he was trying to cure, he had cure from, but rest in peace, Dr. Sebi, by the way.
So, and there you have it.
I still don't feel it's a conspiracy because we're losing too much money. I think for a person who's a businessman like Trump as a president, he wanted to bring more money to our country instead of dispersing it out. As I learned in economics class, we were like damn near two, 3 trillion in debt. Obama kind of cured part of that debt, but he didn't cure it all, where the economy was somewhat better with Obama times. But it's like when they elected Trump, maybe he's a businessman, he'll bring more money, more jobs back to America and everything.
Here's the thing. A lot of companies right now, the government basically, are struggling to find protective equipment like masks, ventilators, stuff like that, right?
True. Toilet paper.
A lot of the companies that make that shit are not even based in the United States. Okay?
China.
So, right. We get 90% of our medicine from China. Did you know that?
We get all our technology from Asia, which is why I'm like...
But think about the medicine, though.
Okay.
Think about the medicine, though. You got to understand. The United States was just in a trade war with China. Donald Trump, as much as people don't like him, okay, I give people whatever reason. All right, cool. I'm not finna get into that. But whatever reason, people don't like Trump. That's on them. But economic-wise, he won that trade war with China. But because over the decades, the previous administrations, multiple, not just Obama, but Clinton, Bush, Reagan, all of them, right? We got deindustrialized, meaning that a lot of our American companies went to China and started making products. This is why we get damn near everything from China, right? So, fast forward, they're looking for ventilators, masks, and all that shit from other countries. This is what happens when you let other countries make your shit. Because when you need your shit, you ain't got shit. Now you running around in a fucking panic.
Kind of like in a relationship when it's me and you together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of me and you govern our own relationship, you let your friends control, or my friends control what they're saying. So we operate off of what other people are saying instead of just thinking for ourselves.
Right. Make your own shit. You ain't got to run to other countries to get your own shit.
Well,
you wouldn't be in the fucking situation that you in now. And so, America is getting fucked up right now.
No Vaseline, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the stimulus check? Do you think it's like Bush checks where you had to claim it in taxes or?
No, they're going to take it out your taxes next year. They're just going to take it out your taxes next year. And
kind of like what Bush did with the whole $600 deal or whatever.
But here's the thing, though. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't qualify for that shit. You got to be within a certain criteria to qualify to receive a fucking check. People think they just going to get free checks, and it's not like that.
Nothing's free.
If you are, if you're in college and your parents still claim you as a dependent, you ain't getting no check. Your parents are, because IRS wise, you're still a child if they're claiming you as a dependent.
So when you could have been on your own and having $1,200, your parents claim you just get $500. So that's a $700 deficit. So if you're in college and your parents still claim you on their taxes, you ain't getting no stimulus check, right? If you make between, like, if you're a high earner and if you make between 65,000 to like 85,000 a year, you ain't getting no motherfucking money. I'll be right back. You're gonna talk.
You know, so if you are,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
So, like I said, if you're in college, you ain't getting no check. If you owe back child support, you ain't getting no check. You know what I'm saying? If it was another one. If you are, what's the fucking word? If you're being taken care of by someone, right?
Caretaker.
Right. You're not getting a check.
So basically, it's like process elimination when it comes to these stimulus checks.
Right. It sounds good on the surface, but when you really, the devil is in the details. If you look in the details, you'll find out.
Kind of like somebody piss on you and calling it water, calling it rain.
Could be. The thing is, just make sure you got an umbrella.
I don't even own an umbrella.
There we go.
Hard-headed.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure you got an umbrella.
So, do you think it's an experiment? Do you think this is conspiracy? Personally, I don't feel it is because we're losing too much in this.
Here's the thing.
We're losing too much and we're losing too many people. Now, there's a such thing as population control, but the key word of this whole thing is called control. As you're trying to control the population, you're trying to control everything around you. So, it's like a war without weapons, but... And then America, we owe other countries money. We're like the world's police, where we help everybody out, and then we get ourselves fucked in the process. America is a cancer, if you want to talk about zodiac signs. So, reason that I personally don't feel that it's a conspiracy, because I don't think even the Trump administration want that, especially when they try and fight for this man not to be impeached for the fuckery that he does. And it's been a tug of war between Democrats, Republicans. Even till this day, it's like a tug of war between the two parties. So, with hindsight, educated, simplistic, we're losing too much for it to be a conspiracy theory.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing.
Right.
It's not whether, me personally, it's not whether I think if the virus is real or not. Right?
I think it is.
It's the hype.
That's behind.
That's the thing. Look, it's the hype that's being, you know what I'm saying, that's being amped up. That's the real virus. That's the real virus. The hype is in, the virus is in the hype.
Kind of like a fashion statement.
So.
We lost more in 2008 with the whole thing with the comedy. Shoot, I was even edited.
Exactly.
I was even audited my taxes around that time.
Of course. Mm-hmm. We lost more. But it's the hype, it's the hysteria. It's not whether or not the virus is real. Yeah. It's if the hype is real. And right now the hype is very real. Yeah. And you got to hold media to some fucking account of that shit. Because a lot of people don't think for themselves. A lot of people look at that goddamn TV and believe every fucking thing that comes out of it.
Radiation.
You know what I'm saying? So the hype and hysteria is the real panic. It's the real disease. Because once one group of people start panicking, then everybody's going to follow suit and start panicking. And it's going to be a domino effect. This is why you see the shutdown that happened like it did. You know what I'm saying? The NBA closed down. Then the hockey league, the NHL, canceled their fucking season. Right? Baseball, canceled their fucking season. You know what I'm saying? It was just a domino effect. And then other businesses, other institutions, schools, work, all that shit was just a domino effect because of the fucking hype. Not whether or not if the motherfucking virus is real. Because like I said, a motherfucking can go skydiving with no fucking parachute. And they gonna say he died because of the corona. They're overhyped. They're mislabeling the deaths. Ain't no fucking way 800 motherfucking people done died in one goddamn day in fucking New York. 800? That's bull fucking shit. So after, you mean to tell me after this shit is done and over with, we're gonna need a new census count? We're gonna need a new census count.
To think about that, now they're pushing the census more and more.
Because it's 2020.
But it's like all this stuff going on.
You do a census every 4 years.
But it's more and more. It's like, poof. It's like now they throwing in your face like you gotta do the census. When it's always been you gotta do the census, but now it's like do the census.
Exactly. The hype is the illness, man. It's the hype.
Now it's like it's smacking us in the face as we speak.
It's the hype, man. You gotta look at the hype, man. It's the fucking hysteria. Like
it's always.
I'm seeing people like because of the hype and hysteria, people don't think clearly, right? People don't think logically. What's the point of you wearing a fucking mask if you're the only person in your car?
But right? Here's the thing.
Like, wait, think about it.
All right.
You in your car by yourself. Why the fuck do you got on a mask?
Fashion statement.
It don't make no sense, right?
I'm kind of being sarcastic, but
right.
Yeah.
You got face mask on, but you ain't wearing no gloves, right? Or you got a face mask on, and you still wearing gloves, but latex gloves were made to be changed frequently, right. Very frequently.
Because that latex will wear off eventually.
After you done with what, you got to change that motherfucker. Because if not, then it's going to wear down. It's going to become porous. And you're going to get more infections in your fucking hand from that fucking glove. You getting out your car, you wearing gloves.
This is the Patriot Act all over again. People get scared and give their rights away. Kind of like child support. When you sign over your rights to the baby mama.
I like that comment. Let me tell you why I like that comment. Watch the movie V for Vendetta.
When you
watch that movie V for Vendetta.
I was also thinking about watching the movie Outbreak, when the monkeys and stuff going on and they passing off diseases. Yeah,
but here's the thing. That movie came out in like 95, right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna watch Outbreak, then you need to watch Contagion. Contagion came out in 2011, and I swear to God, if you watch that movie, it's like you're watching a documentary of what the fuck is happening now. It's the exact same shit of what's happening now. Mm-hmm. Watch that movie, Contagion, and you're gonna look at that movie. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's gonna be so real. You're gonna be looking for your character.
So you want to play this? Don't mind me, y'all. Hold up. Bam! Yeah, duh. Bam! So.
What's that comment on?
No, that was the Patriot app.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people. It's like, and that's the one thing I don't like about the whole Corona thing, that people are scared. People are scared of enjoying their life. Oh my God, there's a bunch of people. And my question is, who in the hell come up with it cannot be no more than 10 people in the vicinity?
That's social control.
And that's why I don't like, how can you scientifically say, 1 in every 10 people catch this coronavirus and it's not going to be okay. And you got to have no more than 10 people in a room. It's
called social control. It's social control.
And that's bullshit within itself.
That's the thing. It's called social control.
Child, please.
If you can control how people behave, then you can control how they think.
So,
if you can control how they think, you can control how they behave.
So, at the end of the day, AD, do you think all of us are a social experiment for the world?
No, I think the world is a social experiment.
For who, though?
That's another topic. I mean, that's the thing, though.
For who?
You got a group of people that want everything for themselves, but they can't have everything for themselves if they got to share it with everybody. So in order for you to have everything that you want, what do you got to do? You got to get rid of the people that you got to share it with.
Sacrifice. Illuminati.
I mean,
you're owned because everybody who have a social security number, we're owned by something.
You can look your social security number up on the stock market and see how much you're worth. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, your social security number ain't nothing but a stock number. Everything that's on the stock market has a number.
Shoot.
You have a number. Your social security number is your stock number.
I'm glad I can't look at. I'm glad social security ain't determining credit.
But through a bunch of legal processes, you can cash that out too. You can see how much you're worth.
You gotta show me that when we're done with the show.
Yeah.
It's like this stuff is all interesting because every election year something weird happens. It's a completely different. Basically, he's agreeing with you. A completely different topic. LOL.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every election year, there's always some bullshit happening, and sometimes my head just be spinning. I'm like, even one time I turned up with a couple of people. I think it was going into 2007. I say, damn, every fucking election year or election time, the Patriots always win the Super Bowl. There's some bullshit, and I remember saying that to some friends, and
it didn't happen in 2007. Patriots lost against the Giants.
It was all right. 2000. All right.
2007 when Obama got elected, came into office like 2008.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit.
I got you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. And it's funny, it kind of throws off because Super Bowl last year, the Patriots didn't play, and the Chiefs, who are the underdogs, beat the sleeves off the 49ers' ass.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, although you have different narratives with the election, you know how just using an example, Patriots, Super Bowl, sometimes this whole thing in life is a narrative. Every other election time, whatever, Patriots play. So sometimes, since people catch on to it, you got to change it just to make people think or throw some people off. And that's what life is all about, the narrative. Are you willing to determine your narrative or let other motherfuckers determine your narrative for you? I've been on both sides. It's like real talk, whatever. I'm not going to get deep into it because this is a more broadened topic. I've had times where I let people control my narrative. And I had times I woke up, it's like, damn, Jocelyn, what the fuck? Control your own damn narrative. So you let other motherfuckers control your narratives, you can't blame nothing but yourself. But sometimes people control your narrative outside your own control.
Oh, that's all I got to say about that.
Oh, Netflix. Those who've been trapped in the house, honey. Y'all been Netflixing? Shit, I have been too. So, first off, the Big Show, the wrestler, he has his own show. Dude. I watch it. Yeah, I watch a few. He's been a girl dad. His oldest daughter moving into the house with him and everything, with his wife and her two kids. It's called the Big Show Show. It's comedy, but it's kind of cheesy. But let's go talk about the Tiger King. Whoa! Oh my God, the Tiger King is the funniest shit to me. Oh my God.
What you like about it?
What I like about it, it's not about what I like about it. It's the fact that as I was watching the Tiger King, I did not believe this was real life. It seems so make-believe because some of the stuff like
you ain't never heard of the people before? Or?
No, never. It's like the narrative behind it. Like this dude, he running these little magic shows. He bringing fucking tigers to the mall. Imagine us going to Northwood Plaza and we're paying on baby tigers. You know how black people are. We be like, oh hell no, I gotta go. Fuck this. This is how the tiger would be. I'm playing around, but I said, oh hell
no. Fuck no. You go and left the whole bar.
Are the tigers gone?
Damn
Are the tigers gone? Are the tigers gone? Are the tigers gone? That's how the hell I feel about that because we're black people. It's like the only black person that was in the Tiger King was Shaq O'Neal. He bought a couple of tigers stuff from Joe Exotic. First off, please free Joe Exotic.
Why?
He did the same thing everybody else did. He paid his workers. He gave shows. Yeah, they say he did a lot of illegal stuff or whatever, but so was everybody else in that film. Well, except for, throw Doc Antle in that too. And that's what we did before the show. We watched an interview with Doc Antle. Oh my God. If you really want to know the true story behind Tiger King, whatever, watch interviews with Doc Antle. He broke everything down. He say all those girls weren't his girlfriends. They were girlfriends of other people. So, AD, show's on you. What you think of the Tiger King?
I think it's fucking entertaining as shit. It's funny. But I don't like the hypocrisy behind it though.
So, how you feel was hypocrisy?
Because everybody that was on Mike Vick's ass, all of a sudden they like this shit now. Think about it. Everybody that had something to say about Michael Vick.
With them dogs. And he paid his debt to society, by the way.
Now, all of a sudden it seems like animal mistreatment and all that shit is fine and dandy now, not as white people.
You know what I thought about it, and I made a Facebook status about it?
So
it's just the white it's like, to me, Tiger King is the white version of Survivor R. Kelly. And the reason I say that is because everybody telling on somebody, everybody want to play telltale, although that has something to do with the story in the narrative. Just like everybody was talking about R. Kelly was bad, whatever. They ain't said the stuff they did with R. Kelly. Well, the person I'm not going to mention. And it's the same thing with Joe Exotic. Carol, her zoo looked like shit. But you had a nerve to talking about fucking Joe Exotic. You had a nerve to talk about Doc Antle. At least Doc Antle had fresh meat, all this other stuff. But the narrative was that Doc Antle just paid these girls to walk around and he gave them boob jobs.
I mean, let him tell it. The shit didn't happen.
But that's the thing with the narrative. You never know what happened because just because somebody can tell you something, whether it's true or not, it's not the truth until you see it for yourself.
Right.
And the whole thing about Tiger King, boy, it was funny to me. Funny. Because you cannot believe this trailer park trash shit actually happened for real. And the fact that it took 5 years to make that whole thing. I'm surprised Netflix picked this shit up. This dude was making his whole little park like a reality show. Joe Exotic, when he had motherfuckers taping him, whatever, he had Rick dude to come in.
Yeah.
Like Rick, he was a he was in the media for a very long time. When I was looking at all the stuff that Rick was doing, I said, come to Red Cup Chronicles. I don't mess with tigers at all. I'm like, come to Red Cup Chronicles. I need somebody like you in my life, Rick. The one who was doing all the taping, all this. But you know what Rick did to Joe?
What?
Joe tried to say, fuck you. He said, hey, Joe, I own your shit. Although Joe was a forerunner, Joe had a show and everything, but because Rick had a contract, whatever, because Rick was taping all this stuff and making it look more like a reality show, Rick owned some of the rights to that shit. as like executive producer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you let other people run your shit, they control your shit. And that's where Joe got kind of fucked up at. When Jeff came in, they was all mesmerized by his money, whatever, when they said his car that he was coming in was damn near on repo status. So just because somebody looked like they got it all, looked like they got the glam, they really ain't got shit. They just trying to get just like you. And at the end, Jeff was like, I'm trying to kill the energy of G.W. Park, because Joe actually named that after his brother who died.
Mm-hmm.
And which I thought was an honor. He brought tigers and cubs and stuff to the park and I was like, I'm sitting like, golly. I'll say, thank God this shit was not in Missouri, because
So basically, it's just a show about crazy cracker shit. Basically. Just crazy cracker shit. I mean, shit. I mean, if we're being honest.
See no evil, speak no evil. I mean, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil.
I'm silly.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Oh, Lord. It's just that whole thing was so funny to me. I'm talking with friends about it. Man, I went, and then when other people were commentating on it on YouTube, I would think that it's like I only watch it again because y'all hear other people commentating on it. And I was like, dang, I missed a detail. Let me watch it again. And it was that exact detail. And I'm like, wow. And Doc Anno interview was like, had Joe not been in jail because his current husband, he's all chill. He's just a little boy. He's so cutesy wootsy. Oh, that's another thing that killed me about the whole thing about Joe and his man.
Hold on. Don't ever describe a man as cutesy wootsy. Do a puppy or a baby or something. A grown man cutesy wootsy.
Well, he's still
bruh. Nah, man.
All right. He was adorable. All right. Dylan is adorable. So the whole thing with Joel and his two men, how the hell you married two people at the same time? No. Let's go make it like me, right? So I married two women at the same time. One of the women had tattoos where had her name all up on her leg and stuff. Only to reveal that they were never gay in the first place. But you had a tattoo near your lower region. That's
crazy cracker shit.
I gotta take off my glasses to that because
crazy cracker shit, man.
Rest in peace, Travis, for killing himself. It's like, because they say Travis used to play with guns a lot. Travis went in the office. Travis knew what he was doing when he was...
Giving spoilers away, yo. To people who ain't seen it. Or they in the middle of seeing it.
But they go and discuss it with their friends. So...
Giving away spoilers.
All right. My spoiler is he married two men at the same time. It ain't legal, but it's crazy white people shit, as my guest host would say. One ends up killing themselves because they were dealing with different depression, whatever, and he felt that no one would listen to him. The one with the raggedy teeth, he ended up getting his teeth fixed, and he looks nice, by the way, with his teeth. But Netflix made him take out his teeth. And you have a bunch of interviews with Doc Antle, the least crooked motherfucker. And yes, Carol Baskin. Oh, here's what cracked me up about Carol Baskin. If I were to have lions eat on somebody, I would put sardine oil on him. So, how much sardine oil you have to put on your ex-husband? I'm like Doc at this point. How much sardine oil you have to put on your husband in order for them tigers to eat your ex-husband? And then his family was so scared. Like, she killed my dad. She took all the money. And they seen different court documents saying that everything went to her if something ever happened to him. Like, she calculated that shit out.
I think she did it.
And I deal with insurance policies
I think
on my job. The stuff, like, it was like, you, for real, about insurance policies, for real.
I think she did it.
Why do you think she did it? And I'm walking around, but I'm listening.
She knows she can get away with it.
But why would she think she could get away with it?
Because the bitch live in Florida. Florida people crazy.
All right, besides George Zimmerman, okay?
Florida people are crazy, man.
How you gonna say Florida people are crazy? Have you been to Florida?
That's the urban legend. Like that's the narrative going around. Like anytime you hear something crazy in the news, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be somebody from Florida
Or Texas.
Florida mostly.
Texas more.
Yeah, Florida mostly. So.
Well, at least Florida is at slaves free a little bit quicker than they are on the motherfucking Caribbeans and shit. You know.
Florida. Texas, it's Florida.
Texas, technically that slaves free last, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, honey. Honey. So yeah. With this Lion King stuff.
Tiger King.
Damn, I said Lion King. Well, they had ligers and stuff, so Tiger King. Like, this one white girl said she couldn't get into it. And I'm like, in order to get into Tiger King just a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, I fell asleep several times trying to watch it. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to fall asleep, too. Because it's like, you try and fall asleep for work, you be like... Dude.
It's crazy cracker shit, man. I'm sticking
But we seen crazy cracker shit on still Steve Wilkos, Maury, fucking Jerry Sprinkles. Well, Jerry Sprinkles explored us more.
Mm-hmm. So, yep. That's what it is, man. Crazy cracker shit.
Crazy cracker shit. I can't say that. I have white people in my family.
Okay. And even white people... We'll say that's some crazy cracker shit.
Oh! All Deaf Digital, whatever. They were reviewing that with some white people. That's one thing. Black people, we're more forgiving of other characters. When they see another white people mess up, like, hey, that ain't me. That ain't me. I'm tanning in the morning. That white mug is not me. It's not me. Do not associate with me. Don't even put my name with that person. Don't even put our names in the same sentence.
Well, so that's what it is.
So you just say Tiger King is a whole bunch of crazy cracker shit.
Basically. Yep.
Now, what if that was black people in place of white people in Tiger King? What would you have thought about that?
I would say the same shit. Some crazy nigga shit. Some stupid nigga shit.
You know,
there's stupid nigga shit that happen every day on TV and on internet. So there ain't no difference.
So basically, stupid is stupidity, no matter the race. Mm-hmm. Stupid is stupid.
Mm-hmm. So, what we talking about next week?
Next week? Mm-hmm. Shoot, we got research on some topics and stuff. You want to do this next week or every week?
I don't care.
Hey.
I have no problem.
Close and then close. Psych. You know, so it's like every time I've taken a picture with a man, I always get some inbox. That's your man. That's your... It's like every time somebody break with me, you're going to have another man, Jocelyn. Real life stuff. This is just professional. We're vibing well. So he want to come back here next week. So what topics do you want to talk about next week?
I'm going to get back to you on that one.
Well... So we don't have shit to talk about in Red Cup Chronicles. We've been kicking it for y'all for a while. We enjoy this.
Is that your song?
I just freestyled that. For real, I just freestyled that.
That's your song.
Few people know that I freestyle some stuff off some songs on top of my head. It's been real on Red Cup Chronicles. We enjoyed y'all, and I hope you liked us. If you don't like us, fuck you too. Well. So, in true Red Cup Chronicle fashion, if you got a job, raise your red cup. If you're trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, baby, raise your red cup. If you trying to be free from this quarantine bull, raise your red cup. If you just want to be free, be able to do what you want to do, use your first, second, third amendments. Well, really, first and second. Raise your red cup. Because right now, I'm a homebody. But I like to go out here and there. I like to get my hair done and pamper myself and stuff. And I'm so scared of taking this hair out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our freedom is being restricted all because of this disease. And to be honest, I don't even think that coronavirus is airborne. I think coronavirus is a people disease this time. Maybe it was in animals at first and they tested it on them and now it's in people. So if you're tired of every election year, our freedom is constantly being restricted, raise your red cup. I love y'all. Thank AD from Real STO News for taking time out to come over here so we could talk and everything. Pretty good chemistry. I do kind of like having co-hosts and stuff. It's not all about me. Even there's no I in team, baby. And usually people think I'm flamboyant or whatever. I'm humble when you get to know me. So, raise your red cup. Be free. Be loving. And he said next week. So technically, we are on an intellectual day. So we will see y'all next week. We're going to have to think of what to talk about. Bye. And thank for those who've been supporting Record Chronicles this past, it'll be 3 years in August. Bye.